What if Trump actually tried it, starting a war to stay in power and using it as the excuse to declare martial law? Picture the chaos. His supporters would cheer it on as strength. Cable news would melt down. Governors would panic. And Trump would frame it all as a temporary measure to protect America from some manufactured threat. It sounds like a thriller plot, right? Here's the flip. Because the idea that a president can just start a war and declare martial law to cancel elections doesn't match how U.S. law or the military actually works. Presidents don't get unlimited power during conflict. War powers require Congress funding and oversight. Even emergency declarations come with legal boundaries that courts can review. Martial law isn't a magic switch. It can be used in limited, targeted situations, not to suspend the Constitution, replace elections, or keep a president in office. The military has no legal authority to enforce political rule, alter the transfer of power, or intervene in elections, and every branch of the armed forces has publicly affirmed that they will not take unlawful orders to keep a leader in power. Starting a war wouldn't stop elections. Elections have taken place during the Civil War, during World War II, and during every major conflict in U.S. history. They aren't optional. They aren't tied to military activity, and they aren't controlled by the president. They're controlled by state governments. Even if a president tried to use a crisis to cling to power, the courts, Congress, governors, militias, state election systems, media, and international pressure would push back immediately. A unilateral attempt to stay in office would trigger investigations, injunctions, and criminal liability, not a second term. The truth is that the U.S. system was designed for one problem above all: to prevent a single person from seizing power. A president can cause damage, chaos, and division, but they cannot legally cancel elections, rewrite the Constitution, or command the military to keep them in the Oval Office. The scenario makes for shocking headlines, but it doesn't line up with law, the military, or history. Do the homework. Check the facts.